Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time tuning in, welcome to All Things Delicious. Today on Brave Belly, I'll be showcasing many of the foods on the menu from Clean Eats. It's a local food prep place. They have a restaurant inside and they also make meals to go, which I've been using for a number of years. Basically, they're one serving meals. They sell them either fresh or frozen, and it's very convenient, fast, easy. They focus in on higher protein content. A lot of them you could get extra protein or no carb versions. So I'll be showing you guys what I eat when I'm dieting and I don't have time to make my own food. Sometimes you want to be prepared for success. So you have foods like this in your fridge. That way there's no excuses to eat unhealthy. You pull this out your fridge, put it on a plate, heat it up, and there you have it. So I'm gonna go heat this up. This is gonna be meal number one. This is my dieting breakfast. Steak and egg hibachi. Apparently this one was rated as one of the better meals, the top 6 meals from 2023. So this is how it looks. Now you could heat it up in the plastic. That's my New Year's resolution. Avoid plastics at all costs, so I'm definitely gonna plate it. I'm gonna heat it. Look, it looks pretty good for a breakfast. It's a sensible size, so you're not just stuffing your face. And the good thing about these, it's portion control. So you're teaching your mind, hey, this is enough, okay? You could always add a few things to the side to have more satiety, okay? But make sure those things that you add are low in calorie. So we're gonna go through an entire day of eating, perhaps even 2 days. I just want to showcase Clean Eats menu. They're about $7 to $8 per, which is not, terrible, because realistically, I'll pay, $8 per meal so that I could feel like $1,000,000. All right, guys, without further ado, let's get the show on the road. And we're back. So here we have it. This is my dieting breakfast. This is my meal one of the day, pre-workout, okay? So right after this, I'm going to the gym. So this is the steak and eggs hibachi. So let me read you guys the description that they give on the website and all the details. So for starters, calories, 384 calories, 12 grams of fat. We have 38 grams of carbs and 31 grams of protein. So this is what you get. It's not a lot of food, but it's sensible. This should be enough. Now I will add a little more just because I'm a bigger man. This is probably made for an average sized person. So I'll show you what I'm gonna add. So let me read it real quick. Stir up your appetite. Steak strip served over fluffy scrambled eggs, paired with a mixture of brown rice, green peas, sauteed onions, and drizzled with soy sauce. All garnished with green onions on top. Okay, and it says, reminder, extra protein is the only special request option for breakfast meals. So basically they're saying you could get this, you could add extra protein for $1.50, which is so worth it. But they're saying that you can't get the no carb version for breakfast. I guess there'll be like no meal left if you get rid of the carbs, but it looks awesome. And it has soy sauce, which is cool. So we're gonna stay on that Asian theme. So I have half an avocado that is ready to be eaten. So I gotta eat it. Plus it's just a little bit extra fat. It's gonna fill me up a little more. So with that being said, being that this is kind of an Asian theme, I'm gonna use this Japanese multi-purpose seasoning on the avocado to bring the flavor out. Usually I use this one, guys. I just wanted to show you the everything but the bagel. Okay, so it's basically like, look at that. This is bomb. If you guys haven't tried this, I suggest it. It goes good with everything. But this, I love keeping it funky, okay? Almost like a sushi vibe. So we're gonna put it on the actual avocado, disperse it, so every piece gets covered. Look how much of that stuff I put. See, check it out. All right, so now, of course, the hot sriracha, and that spice helps quell your hunger. So that way I feel even more fuller. Little baby hacks I got left and right, guys. Of course, I have my goat milk coffee with cinnamon and nutmeg. Okay, and so before we start eating, one quick thing. I always try to start off my day, before breakfast even, with one huge forkful of sauerkraut. And the reason being, one, it fills me up. Okay, so it adds to this whole meal. It's only 5 calories for 2 tablespoons, so it's next to nothing in calories, but it fills you up, and also it's for your probiotics. It's for your gut health, that healthy bacteria. Okay, so that's very important. You know, oh man, looks like I'm weak in the morning. Holy, got it. So yeah, from Trader Joe's, pickled sauerkraut, and it has actual pickles in there as well. So see the pickle in there? I'm gonna do like 2 scoops of this. Wow. You hear that crunch, and it's raw, so this is the one you want. Oh yeah, this helps with that healthy bacteria in your gut. All right. Now that that's out the way, let's start breakfast. Check it out. So we're gonna mix it all up. Very delicious. With some avocado. Now, just think about it. Making a breakfast like this would take a lot of time. And so if I was gonna say this is about $8 max, I think it's like $7, but in my opinion, it's worth it. Just because buying all these ingredients alone just to make this breakfast would add up to the same, you know, if you're gonna have this breakfast like multiple times through the week. So that's one thing. Then you have to make it, then you have to clean. And as far as breakfast is concerned, this is a 10 out of 10. It's so savory. It has all these different flavors together. Synergistic. And it's sensible, you know, I'm not eating a bunch of high calorie foods like pancakes and bacon. You know, don't get me wrong, all that stuff is great once in a while, but we're trying to lose weight. That's the plan. So yeah, I'll definitely be showing you guys a lot more what Clean Eats has to offer. We're gonna do a post-workout meal, then we're gonna do a dinner. We're gonna do 4 meals today, okay? And then tomorrow I'll showcase all the extra stuff they have, because they have like, I wouldn't say off menu items, but they're not considered part of the meal plan. Like they have their own healthy like vegan pizza, they have bison, chili. So we're gonna try all their stuff. I want you guys to get a sense of eating foods from meal prep places, okay? A lot of people haven't given that type of food a chance, and I feel like it's a life hack, okay? Not even if you're not dieting, just because it makes your life so much more convenient. Okay, so while I'm eating this, I'm gonna take my natural testosterone booster. I talk about this more exclusively in my other video, my first vlog video. So I'll leave the link down below. That way you guys can see what this is about. It's a natural testosterone boosting product. Frees up, it boosts higher levels of free testosterone. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd have to do double the dose since I'm huge. And After this food, the only thing I'll consume is creatine, then hit the gym. Yeah, this is delicious. And honestly, it's the fact that what makes it awesome is it's so different. Just like a Asian fusion breakfast, you know? Eggs, steak, peas, fried rice, kind of bomb. In my opinion, this is worth every penny. Now imagine just eating plain old egg whites. It can't compete. I've done that before. I was that guy that was purely counting protein as least amount of calories as possible. So I would literally be not drinking, but pouring out quarts of egg whites onto a frying pan, and that would be my breakfast. Well, that was back in my savage days. Now I realize you could achieve a lot of the same goals with different methods. So yeah, I feel it's important to show you guys, just to give you guys another option, you know. Okay, so that's basically it for breakfast. Gonna head out to the gym, do a lower body exercise, a lot of calf work, focus on the calves, do some deadlifts, maybe some walking lunges, and the next video is gonna be my post-workout meal from
We are back from the gym, and I absolutely killed my workout. I did about an hour of lifting, in particular calves, deadlifts, abs, and some lower back exercises. Then I went for an hour-long walk. Remember guys, I'm not running yet. I'm not gonna do that till about maybe a week from today, just to get my body acclimated to starting to do cardio. Okay, don't wanna jump in, way too strong and burn myself out. All right, guys, so meal number 2, I'm starving. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do to add to this meal to make myself feel full. So this is like the most hungry I'll probably be throughout the day, being that I worked out for the last 2 hours, basically. So meal number 2 is the Clean Eats Barbecue Cheeseburger Bowl. It's 430 calories, 18 grams of fat, 20 grams of protein, and 43 grams of carbs. So basically this is a barbecue cheeseburger in a bowl without bread. So there's rice in there. So that's how it looks. I'm gonna heat it up and lay it all out. Put it on a plate, show you guys how I enjoy this meal. Stay tuned. And here we are. This is how it looks on a plate. It's nice and steaming. Okay, not much for a huge portion for a guy my size, but plenty perfect for women and smaller stature gentlemen. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I do to make this more filling. So first let me read their description. Barbecue cheeseburger bowl. Eat a burger hands-free. We suggest you use a fork, but that's up to you. Seasoned ground beef mixed with Clean Eats signature barbecue sauce served over a scoop of brown rice, topped with diced onion and tomatoes and a few slices of pickles. Finish with a sprinkle of Monterey Jack and cheddar cheese. Low carb fans will love this meal with green beans instead of brown rice. So yeah, you have an option to select that you don't want carb, or low carb you want. So they'll give you green beans instead of the rice. To me, no way. We want to sustain energy, okay? Like I said, this is like basically the first week of dieting, so we're not gonna be ridiculously drastic. Like I said before, it's a marathon, not a race, so we will be incorporating carbs. That way we have energy throughout the day. So 430 calories, which is great. I'm trying to be around 500 calories per meal, and I'm gonna have 4 meals through the day. So I'm gonna show you how I enjoy this and stay a little more fuller. So first we have some banana peppers. So being that this is like a burger, if you will, banana peppers go with burgers, and the calories is 5 calories for about 9 of these. We're not gonna do 9, but It just adds volume, and it's low in calorie, also adds flavor. That good punch. They say vinegar tightens up your... Wow, that's sour. I don't know if... Wow. Okay, definitely gotta wash that down. So yeah, guys, water, okay? We're not drinking calories. So that's... if you take anything away, the best I could suggest is don't be drinking any high calorie beverages. You know, that's just, you're never gonna feel full from it, and you're just adding calories. So it's pointless when you're dieting. So water is ideal. Plus, I'm not against diet sodas as well, but that's just me. You don't have to take my word. All right, so as I was saying, the vinegar, I was told, I don't know if it's a wives' tale or what, but I've heard through numerous different people throughout my life that vinegar actually tightens up the belly. It makes you feel less hungry. So that's why I use it. And I do feel like I might feel like a different. Okay, we have random artichokes. Okay, just to add a little more depth to this meal. Now, if I was on the go, obviously I wouldn't be doing all this. It's my day off. I just got training, so I'm gonna make my meal a little more decadent. It's still faster than, you know, cooking, slaving in the kitchen for hours. So besides this meal, I have a addition just to make, you know, me feel more full. So I got these weird brown tomatoes. They're called Kumaro tomatoes. They're just brown tomatoes. So, you know me, I like to be different, keep it funky. Why not? So the way I'm gonna season these, first I'll use the everything but the bagel seasoning. I put a lot on. There's a little bit of everything in there. Then I'll put some fresh basil that I chopped up. I love the smell of basil. We got this on the weekend because we made a like homemade pizza. So this is like some leftovers, might as well use it. I love fresh basil on pizza. That's one of my favorite toppings, I feel. It goes really well. Fresh mutts, basil, maybe some anchovies, keeping it funky as always. All right, so far this is how it's looking. Very green, but that's all right. Next, okay, I got this superfood right here. This is olive oil, minced garlic, okay, chopped up real fine, salt, pepper, a little bit of oregano and Italian seasoning, okay? This is medicine right here, guys. Okay, as you see, it's not only a diet, it's also trying to incorporate foods that are basically like superhero foods, if you will, you know? I want to maintain strength. I want to stay healthy, okay? And so we're going to put some of this garlic oil on these tomatoes. And I've read before that the garlic, the oil, the Italian seasoning, the salt and pepper, that combination together releases like some kind of synergistic effect, you know, so it makes this like a medicine, honestly. So very garlicky, but that's fine. I'm not going on any dates today, at least. Ooh. And I squeezed the lemon in there, so this is amazing. Very flavorful. Okay, and we're just gonna top it off with some of these some crumbled blue cheese for that funky, stinky feet, for some of that flavor. Okay, this says more calories. You know, it's cheese. It's 100 calories per 1 ounce. So I'm just gonna sprinkle some on just for added flavor. We'll do 2 of these. Okay, so there we go. I mean, for me personally, I honestly think this looks phenomenal, despite it being diet food. Okay, and we're just gonna put some Valentina hot sauce on the burger just to give it more depth, and you know that spiciness kind of quenches and or like kind of subdues hunger in general. So guys, this is my post-workout lunch. Check it out. Not so bad, huh, for a diet? I'm stoked. I'm starving. So first I like to start off with the salad, okay? To have like a baseline. But this food, I'm ready to do a little bit of both. Let's see some of this artichoke. Very good. Trader Joe's stuff. Let me mix this up. This rice, these pickles, these onions. Let me show you how this looks up close. A little bit of everything, okay? I forgot about that barbecue sauce they give in there. All right, guys, so first it's the little baby one down the hatch. So bomb. So yeah, like I was saying in my previous, when I was eating breakfast, basically, when I used to, at first when I started dieting, I used to be so drastic and go from eating crap every day to like eating egg whites and chicken breast and broccoli. And then I was always wondering why those diets are hard to maintain and sustain, you know, for long-term time, but because your body just craves too much because it's missing so many nutrients, minerals, you know. No wonder you're craving. This, we're trying to incorporate as much healthy ingredients as possible. Okay, that way you're not craving things. You know, because food gets much deeper than just, you know, calories and proteins and fats. It's deeper than that. Okay. So trying to cover as many bases as I can by having a wide variety of different food sources. So delicious. I gotta say, this right here takes it to the next level. That blue cheese I love. Now, as I was saying before, what I meant by the garlic and olive oil, that whole mix, it's like nature's medicine, basically, you know? It's good for your body. Raw garlic. Love it. Ooh, here's a big piece. Check that out. And drink some water. So yeah, I went for an hour-long walk in the sunlight. Spent that time listening to one of them self-help audiobooks. Very insightful and just, you know, doing a lot of, I guess, self-reflecting. So yeah, it was a good, got my steps in. So it was relatively decent cardio. I was also like nurturing for oneself. So I enjoyed that time. Now I'm grateful for this food. And I'm gonna relax. Luckily, it's my off day, so I might even take a nap, you know. 2 more left, and boy, are they delicious. Now, also when I eat these foods and sides, I try not to repeat them with every meal. So I could have a wide variety of different foods with every meal. You'll see my next meal, I'm gonna add something completely different. All right, last tomato. This would be good with anchovies. Oh yeah, you know when you're dying and you're trying to get every last morsel. Basically licking the plate. So yeah, guys, this is plus minus about 500 calories, perhaps slightly more, but not gonna eat any more junk, no sodas. That's it for meal number 2, guys. Stay tuned for meal number 3. Coming in about
Back
3
at the
hours.
table for meal number 3. Couldn't come soon enough. I'm starving. Took a nice long nap, did some errands, went to Wally World, and now this is meal number 3. It's the meatball tortellini. This is how it looks, guys. Pretty good, huh? So let me read you the description. I'm about to heat it up, but let me read you the quick description. Beef meatballs piled over cheese tortellini and covered with our Clean Eats marinara sauce, served with a side of green beans. Want to lick the plate? No judgment here. We know better than to mess with a good thing. There is no low carb portion for this meal. So obviously if you order no carb, it'd just be meatballs. So that's the whole point of this meal. You got tortellini. You could opt for the higher protein version, okay? Calories 525. So this is our higher calorie meal, which is great. I'm starving. 25 grams of fat, 45 grams of carbs, and 36 grams of protein. Guys, let me plate it up and eat. There you have it, guys. We're back with meal number 3 plated up. So I just flipped over the container, so perhaps it's not the prettiest. The meatball should probably be on top, but it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna put some of this sriracha, not that it needs it, but just to add a little more depth to everything. All right, I like putting sauce on my greens. That way they're more palatable. Okay, I'm gonna melt cheese on it, sauce helps. And then also I have a bowl of fruit for dessert and nuts that I will talk about. So before we start consuming this, here, let me pull the table back a little bit so you guys can see it. Before I start consuming this, boom, check this big old jar of pickles. All right, kosher dills. It's a huge jar that I usually keep in my house because this fills me up. These pickles are so huge that take a lot of space in my belly. And so if I eat one of these before I eat, I'll be fuller, you know, with a portion controlled meal. So look at these bad boys. Just cucumbers, water, vinegars, and salt. get a sip here. Every time I do that, it reminds me of that, Notorious B.I.G. skit in one of his albums where he goes like, pickle juice drinking, slim fast blending, fat greasy, expletive. But yeah, you guys drink pickle juice ever? This one's good. This one's like crisp, not crazy salty. I actually like this one. All right, so that's how we start our meal, or at least I do. Now, before you guys start typing away on the comments of how unhealthy this is and et cetera, well, guess what? I enjoy this every once in a while. A Diet Coke. This is a Coke Zero Cherry. Okay, it's a treat for a dieting man. When you're on a diet and have a Diet Coke alongside with your meal, it doesn't feel like you're on a diet at all. Now, I'm not telling you to drink this. This is what I like. All right, guys, so I'm gonna start it off. First, I usually get the green beans out the way because they're just green beans. And they are like slightly dusted. It looks like it could be like some Parmesan or something. That sriracha sauce helps so much. Let's put a little more on those greens. Make it more palatable. Okay. I like the canned green beans the best. The ones that have no nutritional content. These, you could tell, these aren't canned beans at all. I had a green bean casserole at work for our holiday party, and it was canned beans. It was so delicious. These are still snappy. All right, guys, let's get into this food. All right, we got a little baby tortellini. Gonna have it alongside with this meatball. Yeah, these are real meatballs too. This is not like, some frozen food. It tastes great. I wouldn't change anything about it. And the fact that you're actually eating tortellini makes it feel less like it's an actual diet. And also the cool thing about it being that it's portion controlled, you do enjoy that food and then you put it away. Whereas if you made these at home, it'd be so easier to be like, oh, this is so good. Well, let me just take a little more. Nobody's gonna tell you no, especially if you slaved in the kitchen making it. Whereas this, once you're eating it, once you're done, it's done. Gotta set yourself up for success, guys. Little things like that are important when you're dieting. Absolutely delicious. Wouldn't change anything about this meal. Now, if the only one thing I would change is eat 3 plates like this, but good things don't come easy, I suppose. So I have to suffer just a little bit. And that's why getting food like this is worthwhile, because it kind of diminishes the suffering, in my opinion. So good. Oh, I'm so ready to lick this plate. That marinara is good too. All So the main meal is done, and now we have a beautiful fruit bowl. Now keep in mind, this is not light on calories, you know, they add up, but mind you, I just went from gorging for the last 10 months. So this is like a sensible way to like work yourself off, you know, a high calorie daily diet, you know, nice and steady. So we have a kiwi, we have some fresh cut strawberries, blackberries, and blueberries here. But this is more so a vehicle for more of these healthy nuts that I have. Brazil nuts, macadamia nuts, and I have some pine nuts. I don't know if you guys are familiar with pine nuts. They're not as popular as other nuts, but they're healthy. I got these for health benefits. You know, they have high levels of zinc. These are all three of these. This is like the trifecta. I'm also missing walnuts. I have walnuts, but it'd be overkill. So for men, for like natural boosting testosterone levels, that's why I'm consuming these. But also all the like the B vitamins in here, your healthy fats, a little bit of everything. And so I'm trying to pour slightly less when it tells you to what a full serving is. So this one says a full serving is a quarter cup. So that definitely looks like less than a quarter cup, hopefully. And finally, a few macadamia nuts, okay guys? So I'm gonna take a sip, watch that savory food down. This is something I'm gonna be sipping on for the next hour or so, you know, just watch some TV, watch some, I don't really mean TV. Who watches TV nowadays? Probably watch some murder mystery or some crime documentary or some interrogation. I love when they do the interrogation breakdowns. You know, when they have like qualified specialists that like explain, you know, the different methods the detectives use and all the like psychological games and break it down. I love that stuff. All right, guys, check this bowl out. With the nuts together, it looks like the nuts might not go with fresh fruit, but it absolutely does. All the different textures. You got your crunch and you got that crispy, sour kind of deal from the kiwi. You got that mellow from the blueberry. You got that spongy crispness from the strawberry. There's a whole lot of sensations going on over here. It's delicious. Now this is important for me, guys, because I'm gonna walk away from the table full. If I didn't eat this bowl, maybe 20 minutes from now, I'll be wanting to look for a snack. Whereas this will cover my base. So this is my third meal. And so it's not that light in calories. All in all, just the meals alone are about 1,500 calories. But realistically, all the little add-ons, this bowl right here, I mean, I don't know. If I was gonna guess, I'd say close to 300 calories, just this. I could be way off. But don't forget all the different type of nuts. That adds up. So I'd say between 200 and 300 calories just in this. Then I had a coffee for breakfast, a large coffee with goat milk. We got calories in there. So yeah, all these additional, add-ons. So I'd say I'm about at 2,000 calories so far, just maybe slightly under, like maybe between 1,800 and 2,000 calories, which is not a lot for a guy my size. No, I'm certainly not suggesting you guys eat exactly what I eat. Everybody's body's different. Everybody needs a different amount of calories to lose weight. So realistically, I just might skip dinner, like a fourth meal. I might skip that and have like a smaller snack. So I'll definitely show you guys what I'm having. We'll see how I feel. Stay tuned after this and I'll let you guys know. Now, Clean Eats has a lot of stuff besides just the meals. They also have like snacks. So I did pick up a few things to show you guys. Now, their snacks are geared toward the healthier side. Slightly lower in calories and emphasis on protein. So yeah, I'll see how I feel tomorrow. I don't know if I'll go to the gym because I've been training intensely for the last 3 days. So instead of dragging my behind into the gym and going through the motions, ideally you want to take a day off, let your body recover. That way the next day that you show up at the gym, you could go hard again and give it your all. Nothing like showing up to the gym and not wanting to be there because your body's just telling you no. This has happened to me many times. Kind of learn how to listen to your body. For optimal performance, you basically have to be very in tune with your body. Give it what it needs. All right, guys, last bit finishing up. And there goes meal number 3, guys. So stay tuned for our final meal or a snack, whatever, before I head off to sleep. Back with another Clean Eats meal. It's day 2. This is gonna be my breakfast. I haven't eaten my 4th meal last night. I just went to sleep feeling relatively full, so there's no need to force feed yourself. I was planning on 4 meals yesterday, but I only had 3. Especially when you're dieting, you don't just shove it down even if you have it planned, So today, being that it's my breakfast, I'm gonna have a slightly larger meal. I selected this one. It's the Big Boy 2.0 bowl. Okay, extra XP, that's extra protein. You see that? It's $1.50 more, which is, not gonna break the bank, all right? So this meal is frozen. So I wanna show you guys that you could actually freeze these and they're just as good. So you don't have to force yourself to eat them when you're not in the mood to have this. Just, make sure you keep it frozen, that way it stays. And this is how it looks frozen. So I will heat it up and we'll be right back. Here we have the Big Boy 2.0. Big Boy 2.0 bowl. So ingredients are chicken, corn, black bean blend, Clean Eats sweet chili, and brown rice. So 440 calories, 8 grams of fat, 44 grams of protein, and 48 grams of carbs. So like I said, I only had 3 meals yesterday. Even though I was full, I want to have a great workout. We're going to the gym after this. Chest day, guys. So I have a half an avocado just to add a somewhat more depth. put something green on the plate, okay? And again, I'm using this Japanese multi-purpose seasoning, and I put a lot. I like that seaweed flavor. Okay, but before we get to this, being that it's breakfast, we do as per usual, okay, the sauerkraut. So once again, I'm gonna start off with some sauerkraut. Get them probiotics going, get some fullness. Now, I already took my testosterone booster pills, and I had 2 large coffees. So the calories are already adding up. So this is definitely a higher calorie meal. I would say 600 calories easy, if not a little more. So you gotta always keep that in mind. So the next meals you eat should be lower in calories. Okay, gonna have some water. Some of that lubrication, okay? And check it out, guys. This is the meal. I'm gonna put sriracha sauce on this. Gonna keep kind of like that Asian theme going. And yeah, so you guys might be looking at this like, oh, he's eating that for breakfast. Well, why not? You know, eggs and bacon and pancakes, you know, that's definitely been a marketing strategy used from the dairy industry. You don't have to have that for breakfast. You could absolutely eat anything. You know, breakfast just means break fast. So you're breaking your fast by, you know, consuming food, and it could be absolutely anything you want. So check this out. Doesn't that look great? So this is the 4th meal on the Clean Eats. Guys, I want you to keep watching them because I will be adding completely different Clean Eats foods. We got pizza coming up. We got empanadas coming up. We got different snacks that Clean Eats make. So keep tuning in, guys. So let's get this breakfast started. Gonna mix it up a little bit. I'm gonna put that avocado in there as well. Why not? Okay. So yeah, I've been thinking about my workout already, get my mindset, kind of like plan it out. I feel like it's important to do that, kind of like, you don't go to the gym just willy-nilly deciding what you're gonna do. When you arrive there, you kind of want to set a plan, okay? So I'm gonna start off with some upper chest. That's basically what I've been focusing on, is mainly when I do chest, it's upper chest, because I've done a lot of bench pressing in my lifetime, and I just want to switch it up, you know, shock the muscle a lot more. So we'll be focusing on upper chest. Then the second workout will be the regular laying bench, flat chest, or chest, the overall chest on the flat bench. Then I'll be doing flies and maybe some dips. Anyway, here we go with breakfast. Wow, so rich. I taste that sweet chili in there. It goes so well with that sriracha. Gives it a bit more spice. We got that mellowing effect from the avocado. It's like creamy. That seaweed also adds depth. Very flavorful. Sure beats egg whites for breakfast. So we have sweet and spicy rice, basically. And with that corn and beans, a lot of depth. To me, when I have a plate of like diverse foods like this, it makes me feel more satisfied. So bomb. Like I said earlier, you could just heat up the actual Clean Eats meal and not add anything. It's faster that way. But being that I'm home, I have avocados that I don't want to waste and throw out. Little things, you know, that you add to it makes it that much more delicious. Eventually, when I start losing a lot of weight and I hit a plateau, I'm gonna start avoiding all the extra add-ons. All right, none of this stuff is indefinite. You definitely have to switch things up as time progresses. Basically, once you stop seeing the results, that's when you have to change things up. And so far, I haven't weighed myself yet, but I feel a lot lighter in the last like 4 days of dieting. I mean, this is absolutely delicious. I could eat, honestly, 3 more plates if I could, but I can't do it to myself. Look at that, guys. All right, last bite going in. I'm gonna prepare my creatine and head out the door. Gonna kill this chest. Gorilla chest. Hang on for the next one. It's gonna be a good one. Might be pizza. Here we are, fresh back from the gym. Just killed chest. Okay, it's probably one of my better chest workouts from, I guess, the last couple of years, to be honest with you. I've been definitely improving. So I will be showcasing a chest exercise coming shortly. All right, so it's pizza time. So I just noticed that this pizza is 656 calories. I was gonna cut it in half and just have, you know, half of it with like 320 whatever calories. And so that might be a little, I mean, I guess it's too little in my opinion. I'm just gonna have the whole thing and just have one smaller meal later tonight. Remember, gotta keep everything in mind. Look at the big picture. Try to have around, me personally, I try to have around 500 calories per sitting. If it goes over, I make sure I have the following meals will be smaller. Okay, so this is how it looks. It's a cauliflower veggie pizza. So yeah, 656 calories, 20 grams of fat, 88 grams of carbs, 31 grams of protein, and 5 grams of fiber. So I'm preheating the oven as we speak at 425 and 8 to 10 minutes or until internal temperature, I can't speak for some reason, reaches 165. So I'm just gonna do 10 minutes. I don't like it when it's like mushy too much. Keep frozen, do not refreeze. And this contains mushroom, onions, banana peppers, and Parmesan. Okay, so there is dairy in here, however, it's cauliflower. I'm gonna open up, show you guys how it looks beforehand, and I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna put my own toppings on it. Okay, I do have a little bit of basil, fresh basil. And I do have vegan cheese, but I'm not gonna use it. I'm just gonna keep this to maintain the integrity of the calories. And also, to be quite frank, the last time I ate a cauliflower pizza with vegan cheese, I had gas all night long, like intensive gas. So we're gonna see if it's the cheese or if it's the cauliflower. I'm guessing it's the cauliflower, but this is the test. So this is how it looks. And I'm gonna put fresh basil on it. Big old strands of basil. This is freshly washed. And the basil smells phenomenal. I love basil on pizza. Really, I feel like it brings the pizza to life, in my opinion. So, oh, I got something else I'm gonna put on it, you know? So I guess I was wrong. Some calories will be added to this meal, unfortunately. But like I said, I'll negate it with just one meal for tonight. Okay, there goes the beeping, so that oven is ready. Guys, I'm gonna throw on anchovies. You know me, I like to keep it extra funky. I've always been that way, wanna be different, and gonna throw in some anchovies. Check these out. Okay, these are anchovies in oil from Trader Joe's. And so this is how they look. If you guys never had anchovies on pizza, it is, you know, it takes a while to get used to. It basically just tastes like salt. So it is weird, I know, but you know, I got anchovies from when I was a kid watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because when I was growing up, that's when it first came out. So, you know, I guess it was introduced to the public with the cartoon and the movie. I saw like the first movie. I'll never forget. I went to the movies with my brother and my dad. We were super excited for it. And they're like, oh yeah, I want mine with anchovies, you know, the turtles, the actual turtles. So I was like, well, that sounds intriguing. And then when I tried it, I was like, this is kind of nasty. And so I guess with time, as I gotten older, you know, your taste buds change, and now I like it. And I heard recently there's a podcast with Joe Rogan and Elon Musk, and that's Joe Rogan's favorite pizza is a pie with anchovies and pineapples out of all things. And he says it goes well because it's both sweet and savory. He gets double anchovies, double pineapple. So we don't have pineapple. We're gonna do the anchovies. All right, I'm gonna throw this in the oven for 10 minutes. And so this is 35 calories, okay? 2 servings per container. So not much, 70 calories, right? It won't kill me. All right, so I'm gonna throw this in the oven and eat this and go to work. Here you have it, guys. Take a look at that pizza, okay? Fresh out the oven, still steaming. Now it said 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, it wasn't as crispy as I'd like it, so I put it in for like 2 more. And here we are, about to slice this baby and eat it right off this wood. Got a nice cleaver. Okay, I wish I had a pizza cutter. I should probably get one because I've been eating pizza often lately. You know, these little healthier, gluten-free or vegan-friendly ones. And yeah, started doing pizza nights. We never had pizza nights as kids growing up, so I do enjoy it nowadays. Yeah, my parents weren't into eating pizza really because I was chubby, and so they were definitely on top of it, make sure we didn't eat pizza. That was, that cough is salt. Salt makes me cough, and that's from the anchovies. So the only thing I really am gonna put on this pizza right here is this crushed red pepper. I always put red pepper on my pizza, and just a little bit of Italian seasoning. I should have put oregano, but this is what I grabbed. I'll be fine, just a little bit, and there you go. So this is officially my post-workout meal, guys. Check it out one more time, and I'm totally gonna eat this entire thing. So now I must say it's definitely like soft and pliable, but I guess that just comes with the territory of cauliflower perhaps. Absolutely delicious. I love pizza no matter what. Even cheap pizza that's bought like frozen, because I grew up eating those cheap frozen pizzas, like basically the same one as this, except you would get like a couple of them, like 2 or 3 maybe. That's the pizza that we had every once in a while. So it's not bad at all. And I'm from New York City. I haven't been there in 10 years, like as far as full-time living. And guys, I definitely have to say this. I'm not one of those people that are like, you know, once you leave New York, I can't get a good slice around here. You know, like it's just pizza. I've had it for 30 years in New York. So now I'm getting to like enjoy thin crust, which is not New York City style at all, or even deep dish, Chicago style. When I was in New York, I never ate that. But now eating pizza with a knife and fork, it's a completely different experience, and it's pleasant. I like it just because it's so different. I grew up not eating that. Delicious. If you guys haven't tried cauliflower pizza, amazing. And I must say the anchovies are amazing because they mix so well with like the cauliflower dough, if you will, like the crust and the marinara, so it gets subdued, and you just get like a nice little salty flavor. Really delicious. Look at this bite right here with the banana pepper. And I gotta say, this is a pleasant treat to be dieting, you know, go through an intense workout and then come home and have personal pizza. Certainly doesn't feel like I've been dieting. Guys, when I do my next vlog and workout, I'm gonna show you how much weight I've been losing. I can't wait for that. It'll probably be this weekend. Eating this type of food. It's like a light pizza, you know, you gotta eat this sitting at a table, otherwise it'd fall apart. So yeah, the reason why I'm showcasing the clean eats foods and meals is it's because it's convenient and it's what I've been using on and off for years now, as far as like my ready-made foods. Okay, my meal prep, if you will. And I must say, it's not just clean eats. There's many companies out there that do this type of deal, even bigger brands that are even more known. This one is the one that I'm most familiar with because it's so close to my house. So yeah, you don't have to just do this brand, but this one, I have tried others and I felt that this one is, the food is more delicious. And when you get a hit of that fresh basil, it's definitely a nice, pleasant taste. So it definitely looks like I could have kept it in the oven a slightly longer. But honestly, this is completely fine for me just because it's still delicious. Is it ideal? Maybe I could have left it in for like 2 more minutes, but it's done. It's just not as crispy. Guys, but I gotta be off to work. Literally gonna finish this, throw on a different t-shirt and head out. I got 8 hours ahead of me being at work. I'm probably gonna film my dinner, my work lunch, I guess, because I work nights, either in my car or in the break room, most likely my truck. Or no, my car today. Taking my car. So yeah, we'll see about that. So like I said before, the next meal is gonna be slightly smaller. I haven't decided which one it's gonna be. I might showcase like their empanadas, which they have, which are lesser in calories, and they also have a snack. Well, you guys are gonna have to stay tuned in for that one so you see what snack they sell. That way you guys get a gist of all the things they have, and I could stay within my bounds of calories for the day, all right, to continue this weight loss. Wow, those sardines take it there, for me at least, you know? Guys, let me know in the comments, what's your favorite type of pizza? What's your favorite type of toppings? Okay, is it deep dish? Is it thin crust? I like them all. I'm definitely not one of those, Tony's on 42nd Street in New York, you know, or whatever is the best. Like, no. There's some days I've literally had a cold beer and a frozen pizza, you know, out the oven, and it was phenomenal. So I'm not like crazy particular, but this is hitting right now. I wouldn't change it. The only thing I'd change about it is I'd keep it in the oven for 2 more minutes. Otherwise, it was phenomenal. Definitely recommend trying the cauliflower. Bomb. Okay guys, last bite. I'm going to work. I'll see you in a few for, I guess, my final meal. This is my break. It's going to be my last meal of the day. This is my dinner. I'm having a beef and cheese empanada. It's ground beef and cheese in a flaky pizza pocket crust. It's 240 calories. We have 12 grams of fat, 19 grams of carb, and 14 grams of protein. So this is another Clean Eats little, I guess, meal that's, you know, quick and on the go, like here at work. Sometimes I bring my regular meals in and heat them up. So now I'm gonna have the empanada. It's just basically a 2-minute heat up in the microwave. I didn't have time to wait 15 minutes in the oven. Believe it or not, we actually have a convection oven at work, so that's cool. And yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this with some of my sriracha just to give it depth. Okay, and then I also have another snack, guys. It's the oatmeal energy bites. These are made out of oats, coconut flakes, chocolate chips, peanut butter, and honey. And so they're like basically dessert. So it's been a couple of days since I had something like really sweet other than fruits, being that I'm dieting. So calories 93, fat 5 grams, proteins 2 grams, carbs 10 grams. Serving size 1 ball. Okay, so 93 calories. I mean, that adds up. This has a lot of calories, but being that this is the last food of the night, this being 2 something, this being like 3 something, it's like 600 calories basically. This is roughly like 615 calories or 620 calories plus or minus. So yeah, this is gonna be the last food of the night. I might have an energy drink still just to I guess quell like any hunger that I might have, or a diet soda, and keep drinking water. But I'm not working out tomorrow. I'm taking a day off, just like a recovery day, so I don't need as many calories. As long as I have around 2,000, preferably slightly more, just to stay full. We're gonna try this out, guys. Absolutely delicious. Tastes like a legit empanada. You see how it's flaky and it's got that toasted look to it. It's got crunch to it. Definitely bomb. Okay, and they do offer these in 3 different flavors. So they have this one, you know, the beef and cheese. I think they have I believe a chicken and cheese, and then the third one is pizza. It's like a hot pocket. So yeah, just something different. Now, do I wish I could have like fast food? Yeah, kind of. You know, is this gonna fill me up? No, not really. If I was home, I'd eat it with pickles and everything, but it is what it is. Sometimes you gotta just suffer, you know, it's not that easy. And that's why it's a diet. If it was easy, everybody would be slim and look fantastic, because it'd be easy. Nice and crunchy. Real good. And you know, since you're getting like that flaky, crunchy crust, it's definitely a vibe, you know, a feeling that like you're not really on a diet because you're eating breads, and yeah, it's just like a nice touch. Okay, guys, these are the oatmeal energy bites. Really good. So in essence, it's a ball of peanut butter with oatmeal and chocolate chips. That's exactly what it tastes like, and it's very rich in flavor. Well, coconut flakes, chocolate chips, and peanut butter and honey. So this is fantastic. That rich flavor of peanut butter definitely is a needed touch when you're dieting. Usually I avoid peanut butter because it's so high in calories. Indeed, this one is not low in calories. But this is the last meal. Ah, so good. I wish I had like 50 of these. Last ball of the day, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed all these clean eats foods and you got a vibe and a sense of what types of foods meal prep entails, specifically the clean eats. I suggest you guys give meal prep a try when you're dieting, you know, and you're on the run. It makes things convenient. With that being said, signing off. Please like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, signing off.